So living in my Tesla has saved me thousands of dollars. But there are a few drawbacks, and in today's video, I'm going to tell you those. But first, I'm going to tell you some of the benefits that I have just living in my Tesla. So one of the first benefits is that I save up money on gas by having an electric vehicle. There are charging spots that I have for free, and even hotels or my job, I could do it for free. Two is that I have the flexibility of being anywhere at any time. So anywhere I go, if I have to work in a certain state, I could just stay in my car. Also, I have the freedom of not having to pay rent. I save a lot of money with rent. Some people I know spend anywhere from $300 to $400, $500 a week. You know, anywhere from $1,200 to more a month. So I save all that money. But it's reality. You know, I want to be straight up with you guys that living in a Tesla isn't always ideal. And I'm going to show you right now because I just came off of a 6.5-hour trip from Virginia to South Carolina to drive to my job. And I'm going to show you right now what my car looks like. I got bags everywhere. I got 2 drinks. Got my backpack, and this is my bed set up back there. So as you can see, I really haven't had a moment to like recenter and refocus. I'm coming up on Anytime Fitness right now because I'm about to go take a shower. I just want to show you guys a little bit of my real world experience so that you guys know that it's not always sunshine and rainbows and roses. Yeah, so sometimes Tesla living and living in your car can be a little bit stressful, but I just want to go ahead and tell you guys that you shouldn't be discouraged about that part of it because it is something that you can get used to. It's something that you can plan for and that you can get more comfortable in living in your car. So like I said, basically there are different things that I had to start thinking about when I'm staying in my car. So for example, where do you use the bathroom when you really gotta go and you don't have it planned? Like say you're just out somewhere. So if you're a guy, usually you could just whip it out. But if you're a lady, that might be something that you want to think about as far as like a portable porta potty, or you know what I'm saying, a portable bathroom that you could just like put up to yourself. Or maybe you bring one of these extra cups around that you've seen that I have and use it like that. Obviously you put it in some place that's not just like on the street or just, you know, in the public. Maybe you spot up for some porta potties, or just stays close to a place that's open for 24 hours, like a gym, a restaurant like McDonald's, Circle K, a gas station, things like that. That'll help you out. Another thing that you would just think about is where you're gonna sleep at night. I made a video talking about the top 5 places to sleep at in a Tesla, but it is something that you have to be aware of because it's not legal to sleep in all places, no overnight parking. So that's just something that you want to think about as well. As far as, you know, what are you gonna do if you get a busted tire? And so again, these type of lifestyle, it's just, you have to really think about getting into it. It's not for everybody, but it's also just something that it's a choice for me. You know, if you're doing this by necessity, okay, yeah, you're really gonna wanna dial in all of these things because, you know, it is your life. But if you're doing it for a short period, like I am, just to boost your income, save some extra money, then these factors, it's like these are troubles that you can just put yourself into. It's not necessarily something that, you know, you are having to go through every single day. But again, it's just really just living and just being comfortable, being able to know when you're gonna take a shower, where you're gonna eat, and really just having a day where you reset. Like today, I just got into work. I'm really tired, but actually I got in yesterday. So yesterday I was really tired, and so I pretty much just went to sleep right after work. I went to take a shower, and then I got right into the back of that my Tesla, and I fell asleep. But today, I'm about to go right to the shower, and then I'm gonna clean out my car. I'm gonna just make sure I get out all this trash, these cups, these bags, any little trash, anything that's food related that smells, and just make sure that I have a good night where I can just go rest and not think about all the stresses of just living in the car. But then again, you guys, you save so much money staying in a car. Yeah, there are drawbacks, but really, like I said, if you were just like a single person or a person that is just on a financial journey that's just trying to save some money, living in your car can help you a lot. And I even seen some comments where people are like, when you live in a car, you realize how like comfortable it is to stay in a bed and how much necessity a place to stay is. And for me, that's not necessarily true, because yes, the comforts of living in a bed and having all those different amenities like having a stove and everything, that is really nice. But when you look at your future and you can look back on your past and realize what you sacrificed for a few short years, and look back and look at what you have now, which is maybe more free time. It's time to spend with your kids, your family, your wife, your loved one, whoever it may be, your parents. You are able to cherish that, and then you're able to appreciate it more. Or at least me, for instance, I do, because now when I sleep in a bed, or now when I just have a shower in my hotel room or in my house, it's such a great gratitude. It's like a great fulfilling, and it feels fulfilling that I actually sacrificed something in order to get this. And that's really it, you guys. Just really just being in the moment, being able to close your eyes, being able to meditate on all the good things in your life. That's probably another tip that you could use, is just meditate. Close your eyes and be thankful, be grateful. I know we're not all religious and we don't all believe in the same God or the same things, but for me, that is a really big thing, is that I get to close my eyes and think of nothing and just be grateful, be in a state of gratitude, and just be happy that I have a car, that I'm able to eat food, that I'm able to go take a shower, that I'm able to work out, that I'm able to go to the job where I make this money, save money for my future, and make a better decision for myself in the future. And all that helps me to go day by day and not really think about all the troubles and all the issues that I may be having day to day. Another issue is that you might be lonely. When you're out here on the road or just going from place to place and it's just you probably don't even want to tell people what your situation is. It's not necessarily embarrassment. It's a little bit of that, but it's also just like, you just want people all up in your business and telling you how to live and how to do things. You know, people are going to have all different types of suggestions and all different types of advice for you and what you need to do. But you just have to remind yourself that this is just for you. This is just temporary, and that this is not a permanent solution for what you're going through. You know, it's just a temporary solution to, achieve something. You don't even have to look at it as a problem. You can look at it as an experiment, like your own little social experiment, your own little experiment for yourself. How are you going to manage? How are you going to handle? How long can you think you can keep up with this? And whenever you get down, maybe you should have somebody that you can rely on, that you can talk to. That's why I make these videos, so I can talk to a specific person, somebody who's interested in financial freedom and perhaps living in their car, financial stability, Teslas, Bitcoin, things of that nature. So that way, me making these videos, you have somebody that is going through a similar situation that you're going through, that you're thinking about going through, or that you've been through. You know what I'm saying? And it's just entertainment. I'm just here to talk about my experience, but hopefully you guys can see the progress day to day and that you enjoy the transparency. But yeah, you guys, I really hope you like this video. Click, subscribe, and like. Check out the next video and whatever video pops up here. And I'll see you guys next time. Sun Yellowstone out. Peace. Whoosh.